A very good morning, children. How are you all today? Hope you all are fine. Children, we have learnt about the globe in our previous session. Today, we shall learn further in detail about the globe. You have seen that globe is spherical in shape. It's not perfectly round in shape. And we also learned how the earth appears from the moon in our previous session. Today, I bought something for you. I'll show you what I have bought. It's a globe. Have you seen it? This is a globe. And can you observe there are certain lines drawn on this map, on this globe. Can you see? These are the lines which are drawn horizontally and vertically. The vertical lines are moving from the North Pole to the South Pole, whereas these horizontal lines looks like circling the entire globe. Are these lines originally present on the globe? No. These are the imaginary lines drawn on the globe in order to find out, locate a place easily and to learn about the time of a place easily. So these lines help us in understanding the location of a place and the time of a place easily. So you can observe here, yesterday we learnt about the 7 continents, we learnt about 5 oceans. These are the continents. Can you see? This is Africa. This is the biggest continent of the earth, Asia, and this is Europe. You can see the smallest one, Australia, and here comes North America and South America. This is Pacific Ocean. This is a Pacific Ocean, and the water which divides the American continents with the Asia and Africa is the Atlantic Ocean. This is the Atlantic Ocean. You can see here, and the water to the south of India. This is the Indian Ocean, whereas the northernmost part, which is completely frozen, it's Arctic Ocean, and this is Antarctic Ocean. So these were the 5 continents and 5 oceans which we have learned, and today we learn about the imaginary lines on the globe. These imaginary lines are vertical as well as horizontal. So these are the vertical lines and these are the horizontal lines. Children, these vertical lines are called as longitudes, whereas these horizontal lines are called as latitudes. Today we learn in detail about the latitudes and longitudes. Imagine this as a globe, and these are the latitudes and these are the longitudes. This 0 degrees latitude, 0 degrees, the latitude which passes through the center of the globe is a 0 degrees latitude. This divides the globe into 2 equal halves. The upper part is called as northern hemisphere because it is located in the northern side. It's called as northern hemisphere, and the southern part, the bottom part is called as southern hemisphere. Southern hemisphere. So the 0 degrees latitude divides the globe into 2 equal halves. One is northern hemisphere, the other one is southern hemisphere. In the same way, the central longitude, the 0 degrees longitude divides the globe vertically into 2 halves, 2 equal halves. This side is called as eastern hemisphere and this part is called as western hemisphere. So the latitude divided horizontally the globe into 2 equal halves. The 0 degrees longitude divided the globe vertically into 2 equal halves. This is the northern hemisphere, this is the southern hemisphere, this is the eastern hemisphere, and this is the western hemisphere. Now coming to how many latitudes are present on the globe. Children, in each hemisphere there are 90 latitudes present. 90. So from 0 it is the 90 latitudes present in the northern hemisphere, and from 0 here 90 latitudes present in the southern hemisphere. So both put together there are 180 latitudes which are present on the earth. 180 latitudes. And in the same way, when the 0 degrees longitude divided the globe vertically into two equal halves as eastern hemisphere and western hemisphere, on each side there are 180 longitudes. 180 longitudes in the eastern hemisphere and 180 longitudes on the western hemisphere. So completely there are 360 longitudes located on the globe. So 180 latitudes are there and 360 longitudes are present. So when it comes to the important latitudes present on the globe, you know children, this is a 0 degrees latitude, otherwise we also call it as equator. What is it called as? Equator. And 23.5 north, 23.5 south, 66.5 north and 66.5 south, 90th latitude in the north and 90th latitude in the south. These are the important latitudes which are present. The 23.5 northern latitude is called as Tropic of Cancer. Children, this is a line which passes through even India also. Tropic of Cancer is a 23.5 northern latitude. Similarly, there is another latitude in the southern side. 23.5 southern latitude is there, which we call it as Tropic of Capricorn. Tropic of Capricorn. So 23.5 northern latitude is called as a Tropic of Cancer. 23.5 southern latitude is called as a Tropic of Capricorn. Similarly, 66.5 northern latitude we call it as Arctic Circle. Arctic Circle. Whereas 66.5 southern latitude we call it as Antarctic Circle. Antarctic Circle. So 66.5 northern latitude is called as Arctic Circle. 66.5 southern latitude is called as Antarctic Circle. 90 degrees, 90th latitude in the northern hemisphere we call it as North Pole, and 90th latitude in southern hemisphere we call it as South Pole. So 0 degrees latitude is called as equator, 23.5 north latitude is called as Tropic of Cancer, 66.5 north is called as Arctic Circle, and 90th latitude is called as North Pole. Similarly, in the southern hemisphere, 23.5 southern latitude we call it as the Tropic of Capricorn, 66.5 southern latitude we call it as Antarctic Circle, and 90th latitude in southern hemisphere we call it as South Pole. So this is about the latitudes. Now let us understand about the longitudes. This is a 0 degrees longitude which divided the globe into two equal halves vertically. These are the eastern longitudes, and this side we call them as western longitudes. The speciality about these longitudes are they intersect, they collide and they bend at the poles. These are called as semicircles, whereas latitudes run throughout the globe, they are called as circles, but whereas they bend at the poles. They start from the North Pole, they end up at the South Pole. And when there is a 0 degrees longitude this side, exactly to the opposite direction there is a longitude called as 180th longitude. Because there are 180 longitudes present in the eastern hemisphere and 180 longitudes present in the western hemisphere, and this 180th longitude we call it as the anti-meridian. What do we call it, children? Anti-meridian. Why do we call it as anti-meridian? Because 0 degrees longitude we call it as a prime meridian. These are meridians. So this is the prime meridian, and exactly the longitude which is located on the opposite direction we call it as anti-meridian. So these longitudes help us in finding out the time of a place. at 0 degrees longitude, we consider the 0 degrees longitude as the International Standard Time, IST, or otherwise we also call it as GMT, Greenwich Meridian Time, or Greenwich Mean Time. So the time difference between the Greenwich Mean Time, that is the GMT, and the Indian Standard Time is plus 5.5 hours. Plus 5.5 hours between the Indian time and the Greenwich Mean Time. So from where this 0 degrees longitude passes through on the globe, can you see, children? On this globe, this is India. Okay, the Greenwich meridian passes through here. From here, from England, because it passes through the village called as Greenwich, we named it as Greenwich Meridian Time. So the time in London and the time in Delhi, there is a difference between the time in London and time in Delhi. It's a 5.5 hours ahead we are, plus 5.5 hours. So this is about the globe, children, about the imaginary lines drawn on the globe called as latitudes and longitudes. Hope you enjoyed the class. Prepare a map, a diagram of globe, and draw the important latitudes and longitudes separately. This is your home assignment, children. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you.